Okay, to go and make this video, let's go ahead and get started with it. So, other new songs that are coming are songs like Shout God Bless to my dearly beloved good friend, dear Miss Sarah Martin, the Free Bird. I have a song dedicated to her coming out soon. Again, she graduated a part of the class of 2018 along with me. And again, more blessings, more life to her. And again, a great soul and a great spirit to be around and learn from, and etc. Songs like Love and Admiration. Again, shout out God bless to my dearly beloved good friend named Nicole Lorenz, because you definitely inspired that song, definitely. But I mean, you were the sole inspiration from it, and other people as I've been walking around today, and yeah, it's still Monday. And other people, as I give them more thought, I think to myself, definitely other people helped inspire it too. But Miss Nicole Lorenz solely helped inspire the song titled "Love and Admiration," because again, I have a lot of love and admiration towards her, always in favor. Songs like "Hope and Survival," again, that's another pretty much Jesus Christ salvation song, pretty much, ladies and gentlemen. Preaching towards the demographic of when you know Jesus Christ salvation, for better and for worse, you always have hope. You always have hope. When you know Jesus Christ salvation, for better and for worse, you always have hope. And you will always outlast survival. You will always make it through survival, and etc. So that's pretty much what the song was dedicated towards. I do not know, again, how many features I might get on some of these tracks. I really do not know, but I definitely know that I'm definitely heading towards that plight of getting quite a few, definitely. Again, more songs, again, praising Jesus and everything that he is and does for everybody. One wants is unashamed. God first, God of everything with that thought and moment on saying that. Lord and Savior, another song that most definitely will be etched out eventually. And when etched out, I mean I'm going to record it and ship it out. But if anybody remembers my old song titled Dynamic Behavior that I halfway mastered but never fully mastered, at least in the new ways of which I've thought to master within the last few months, I need to definitely remaster that song. You definitely remember the line where I kept saying over and over again in that song, where I kept saying, 24/7 I perform on my dynamic behavior because Jesus Christ is my Lord and Savior. So again, definitely to no matter who you are, but most definitely athletes here, always remember a phrase like that. 24/7 I'm performing on my dynamic behavior because I have Jesus Christ on my side as my Lord and Savior, and etc. So always remember, for verses like that. There's many other ways to phrase that verse, but either way, you're rhyming Savior with behavior, and either way, you're saying that through Christ, I perform at my best. Through Christ, I can do better. Through Christ, I can own this moment. The meaning is the same no matter which way you phrase that. So forth and so forth. Other titles like All Blessings, most definitely. For a title like that, it's like saying, I can't fully go into context with it right now, but definitely all blessings have to do with things like, it's all blessings here, it's all blessings there, in terms of, again, what you take from it, what you learned from it, how you build upon it, and etc. It's all blessings for better and for worse. Body Language. Now, Body Language, once again, is a song that, I definitely have not made many, I've not made many songs like that, but definitely Body Language, again, speaks to the fact of, I read people's body language all the time, and I can assure you that that's one of the top reasons why at times it's going to feel some paranoia that you might get backstabbed, you might get betrayed, and you might be being lied to or lied on, and etc. Because I read people's body language all the time. Not to say they don't read mine, but you definitely get the point there. Because again, I'm not gonna deny that at times talking to certain people, I'm definitely looking away, looking down at my shoes or whatever else. I'm not always making direct eye contact. Again, forgive me if I'm not always making direct eye contact when I talk to you, or forgive me if whenever I talk to you, I'm stuttering a lot. Again, number one, I have a stuttering issue, and I definitely admit that. That's been existing in my life for years, pretty much, and so forth and so forth. But don't ever think, please, for the love of God, for your own safety, well-being, and well-doing with me and or whoever else you encounter in the future, don't ever think that, when I say safety, I mean in terms of like, your paranoia and your insecurity that might come from you thinking because I stutter, I'm lying to you, because I'm not. Not every word comes as clearly out of my mouth as I want it to and as I plan it to. But I can assure you, just because I stutter does not mean I'm lying to you. I can assure you like that. Again, use your own discernment, but definitely try to chase new discernment if that old discernment towards deciphering something like that, with that type of situation isn't working for you. definitely try to focus on new discernment, channel new discernment through Jesus, and etc. like that. Again, I haven't typed in the song yet, but definitely Channel Jesus is definitely gonna be another song that I definitely come up with. Cause again, especially for all drug addicts out there, or if not drug addicts, definitely people who are definitely, I wouldn't say on the verge of it, but definitely people who, like, they're able to obviously sustain a family and build this and go to work every day. And God bless you all, but most definitely to avoid drinking and smoking, aka, for the purposes of so-called stress relievers, you know, that's a song that's dedicated to you. Instead of continually turning to drugs and alcohol for stress relievers, you should again turn to Jesus for your ultimate stress reliever. Again, in many cases, I am very, very, very Jesus oriented. If you haven't already guessed it by now, not just through this video, but multiple of the videos that I posted on this channel and my Twitter and etc. I'm a very, very Jesus oriented person. I bought into true spirituality, which is definitely more than I can say about a lot of people. A lot of people have not bought into true spirituality, at least if you were to ask me. And that's one type of reason why we live in a cesspool full of sin that we live in with this fallen world of which we live in. Again, the fallen world part is a biblical terminology, so again, you understand what I hopefully mean with that, and etc. But again, definitely songs like Body Language definitely speak to the demographic of, please do not think that I'm lying to you just because I'm stuttering while talking to you. I have a stuttering problem. I'm sorry, I do, but don't automatically assume I'm lying to you, and etc. Just be patient with me, please. It's the number one thing I can ask anybody, and not just for myself. There's number one thing I can ask for anybody out there who's even similar to me. Definitely. Just be patient with us. If we stutter, if we, we're trying to think about this, think about that, just be patient with us and wait for the answer. Please. Don't automatically assume we're lying to you or we have a negative, sinister motive against you or against whoever. Don't automatically assume that. And if you automatically assume that, then you might need to, again, get new discernment through Jesus Christ, because I can assure you that's not always the case with everybody who stutters or everybody who waits a second too long to give you a reply. And I've been around those people / grew up around them and etc. for quite some time. More than just grew around them, definitely. I've definitely been around them, here and there, around town, around school, and etc. And again, it's disgusting, it's disturbing, it's filthy, and it just makes me think to myself, yeah, really, like, come on. Like, I do believe everybody can do better than what they keep on putting out there on the surface, but they just choose not to do better. They choose to keep lying to themselves and buying into a ton of false narratives that ultimately lead their relationship with whomever is in question down a negative rabbit hole. And I'm telling you, these are things that, again, are hurting our culture. Other than, negatively reading body language, that's one thing that's hurting our culture. So again, just be patient with me and whoever else out there who might stutter when they talk, or might wait a second too long to give you an answer. Please just be patient with us, and just, I guess that's the only thing I can say with that. Just be patient with us, man. Just be patient, because you're only gonna hurt yourself in our relationship, whether we even have one or not. That definitely, we could have just met each other and you're automatically judging me like that negatively. Don't automatically do that. Please, because you already send the wrong vibes and the negative vibes. You already send that out. And again, best believe if you're sending those type of vibes out, you're not only hurting yourself with further opportunity, but you're also, setting yourself up, just for, I want to say, to come back on you one day when you might be in the same position and or a similar position, And I think I said same and then similar. But yeah, you get the point that I'm trying to make there. At least I hope and pray you guys do, and etc. So that's definitely what songs like Body Language goes forth. I definitely study people's body language all the time, and I can definitely assure you, not all the time do I get it right. I can assure you at times I'm paranoid and times I'm insecure. But I can assure you the thing that definitely separates me from a lot of the people, I can admit it. Under Jesus Christ's salvation reign, I can admit it. And I can try to get better every single day, and not being paranoid, and not reaching, and not doing whatever it is that I'm doing that is ultimately going to lead us to hell / damnation, and etc. Because again, these negative habits pile up, ladies and gentlemen. One of the top things I'm trying to get, within not just this video, but other videos that I've made in the past, and you can look it up on several sermons out there all over the internet. This stuff negatively adds up. All of this stuff negatively adds up within who you are, who you're about to keep chasing and be, I guess, and definitely, and towards your afterlife sentence, it all adds up. So that's why you should again take every second as another opportunity to be 100 with people and to try to, you know, yeah, to just try to be 100. Try to make it all love and 100 all the time. And if not all the time, at least most of the time. And even when you run into panic, trials, and tribulations, or whatever you want to run into, you handle it with a sober mind through Jesus. That not only are you going to get through it, but you're going to become stronger from it. And I can assure you, that's one of the top things. Not to say you don't fall first at times in order to become, bounce back stronger from it. But at times it definitely differs within the situation that you're in. Again, this is the sermon that, again, I've been preaching for quite some time, and you can again find on many, many sermons all over YouTube. So again, just spreading pieces of my knowledge and my wisdom on you all when it comes to that. So this will definitely probably turn into a mixture of BLieVable Faith Ministries and what's it called, BLieVable Faith Ministries and New Music Update. But definitely songs like For Better and For Worse, like I said before, it focuses on the family. It focuses purely on the family and keeping your family together for better and for worse through Jesus Christ's salvation reign. And I can definitely assure you that that's one of the top reasons why a lot of families and marriages fail, because of the lack of discernment through Jesus Christ, at least if you were to ask me, and etc. Again, ladies and gentlemen, the evidence is written on the wall for you all. The evidence is written on the wall. And you have to think to yourself, where are you going with this, that's written on the wall? You're going to try to regroup and rebuild, or you're just going to let it tear you negatively apart and ruin your life at the end of the day. But For Better and For Worse also has to go with friendships, because I've said before, I don't believe in just growing a friendship just to, alright, let me start over. I don't believe in just growing a friendship just to have it disappear in a blink of an eye. So what that means to me is, I don't believe in spending 2-3 years being friends with you just to automatically, over whatever petty argument, misunderstanding, have it all crash down. And it seems like all that time that I spent building that relationship with you all turns to, dust, smoke, or whatever else terminology, turns to nothing, or whatever else terminology you want to use when it comes to that sentence, that phrase, etc. Again, one of the top things I want, especially all the kids, to learn from me is definitely the discernment, at least for me, the discernment that definitely tells you that, in any friendship that you're in, no matter how much you talk to that person or not, I will always want you to definitely keep in mind, to try to be as God honest and real with them every time you do talk to them. Keep them uplifted in prayer and positive thoughts, and always try to be there for them for better and for worse. Because again, that's real stuff. That's what we lack. A lot of us lack in today's day and age and culture and generations. A lot of us don't know what the heck loyalty is. And again, I'll say it again. When you know Jesus Christ's salvation, you know what loyalty is. You know what loyalty is. So, right there. Take that as food for thought, as, again, to strengthen your friendship, your life, your family, and etc. Community, and etc. So, those are some songs. Another song that's definitely coming is titled God's Gift Timing. Now, something like God's Gift Timing, as I've said definitely before, definitely if you've been around me enough, you would definitely know that a lot of my life daily, and not only my life, but a lot of people's life daily revolves around God's gift timing. Like, this stuff you don't plan. You just automatically happens randomly through, indeed, God's gift timing, and etc. So most definitely, I want everybody to soak that up and definitely, again, use it for your own better tomorrow. God's gift timing. It all happens in God's gift timing, and etc. So this is 14 minutes into this. I'm probably done with this video thus far. Thank you all for listening, watching, viewing, and subscribing. It's me, your boy, the man, NJ, number 2, the city with the number 2 in TO. Just trying to, again, give you all the best of the knowledge, wisdom, and discernment the Lord has blessed me with over 20 years of living. And again, more life, more blessings to everybody. I love y'all. Take care. God bless. 116 unashamed under Jesus Christ's salvation. Reign. Take care.